Hi friends, we're going to make something new. I'm down in my work area. It's finally a space where I can work again. We put in some extra cabinets and I've got space to store stuff besides on the floor. So we're gonna I just bought these at Hobby Lobby. I think you could get a bunch of different sizes and I bought them for a different craft, but I'm gonna put some flowers on it and cover it with resin and then drill some holes and make a little wall hanging and see how that turns out. I have not made these before, so we will see. I've got some bigger cups like these. I've got Let's Resin, my Let's Resin brand resin that we will use. I'm just gonna use clear, and there's no amount you have to measure. I just kind of guessed. I put about 60 mils in here, and if I have leftover, it's UV resin, I will just store it in one of my cabinets or something where the light can't get to it for next time. So I don't know, I've never done this before, so let's see. I think I'm gonna put a layer of resin on the bottom. Can you see that? There we go. I'm gonna put some on here. I don't have holes in them yet, but once I get it done, I'm sure my husband has a drill he'll help me with. I have a tiny drill that will drill just through resin, but I don't know if it'll drill through this thicker piece of wood. So anyway, we're just gonna spread this around and cover the top, and then I'll put some flowers on it and then coat it. And then we'll see what happens. I've been trying to film more of what I make. I think when you buy homemade jewelry and products, it's nice to see the process. And that wood is just soaking up that resin, which is fine. Yeah, I'll just spread this around and then I might put it under the light for a minute to dry it. I didn't want to put the flower right on it because I didn't know if it would get what it would do getting stuck directly to the wood. I didn't know if that would warp it or not, so we're just doing this first. If you've done it and you have a different way, that's fabulous. This is how I'm doing it. Let's see. Okay, and I am gonna try and sell these at my craft fairs, so I try and get it as perfect as possible. Even if I was hanging it in my house, I would try and get it to look as nice as possible. So you just have to take the time to spread it. Let's see. All right, that looks fine. I'm gonna move my resin out of the way so it doesn't sit in the light, and then I don't think there's any bubbles. There are probably a couple. I have a fan on because it's freaking hot down here and it's kind of blowing my flame. Okay. We'll let that sit for a minute and then come back. In the meantime, I can look at some flowers I have. Some of these, that one might look pretty. I've been saving and pressing more of my own flowers for my backyard. I started making these last fall, and I unfortunately didn't get a lot of flowers pressed from my own garden, so I bought them. So a lot of these are leftover ones from what I bought last year, and they're larger ones than what I have, and there's some different types of flowers than what I grow. So we're just gonna take a bunch out and we'll see what happens. Woo. All right, it's set it enough, so. All right, so now we'll put on another coat. That one fits perfect on there. See if we can get that to stick. Sorry, with these longer videos that I do, I need to figure out how to add music to it because I like to talk through it, but I'm not someone that can just talk constantly about stuff because then I feel like I'm rambling. So I'm just kind of going over to get these petals to kind of stay down. And then we'll go over it again till the whole thing's covered. If you're new to this and you're trying to figure out what to do or where to start, I would say do what you like, do something that you find interesting, and if you're not sure if it'll work, just don't spend a ton of money on it. Go get some little things at the hobby store or Joann's or Michael's or somewhere and just start playing with stuff, because the stuff I make now is different than what I made when I first started, after I learned to do it. And so you'll kind of find your own style, and you may start in one area and then you know, with earrings, and then you may decide you like to do coasters or plates or trays or something and switch to that. But I would say just start and see what you like doing. Okay, I'm gonna put the light on this, but I hide my resin in this drawer. And I'm gonna hold this, if you can see it, this little petal is flapping up. There, that's it. Okay. Nope. I'm gonna try and hold that down. Okay, I got it. And then I probably will go over that with another coat. I just wanted it to sit, because that, if you put too much on top at once and you don't hit it with the light and let it sit, it'll eventually overflow onto the sides, and I did not want that to happen. Okay. See right there, the resin started to get set. Oh, my tongue depressor thing was sitting on it, but it's okay. I think we might do this one for that up there. That might look nice. I'm gonna put, I think I put some down before and I didn't put my flower down. I just worried about the bottom one. It's okay. Oh, got a hair or fur or something stuck on there. Whoop, that petal is torn off. I'll try and keep it in place. These have a lot of petals underneath, so I'm hoping I don't get too much air trapped underneath, because then as you hit it with the light, the air bubbles can come up. But the back side is covered, so I should be okay doing it on this piece of wood, but we'll see what happens. Put that one, try and get it back in place. Okay. I might go over that with one more. I'll try with this one. I'll go over one more coat. Maybe that'll be that. We'll see. That one spot dried weird. There, now I fixed it. Resin is pretty forgiving. If you have a little spot that dried funny or has a bump, if you need to put another coat on it, you can, and it'll completely cover it up, and then you won't even see it. All right, my fan going is gonna blow out my light. Nice. Oh, poo. Get back. Okay. I think that's okay. Let's, oh, goodness sakes. I won't shut it all the way. Okay. If it's clear resin, usually it'll set and it won't be running if you keep it under the light for like a minute. For it to really set, usually you need, I usually do 5 minutes just because, but if you just need to kind of, after a couple minutes, you touch it and see if it's sticky. But usually after, if you can let the final coat sit for about 5 minutes, then it should be okay. But I've got one more coat to do on the top one. So we'll see. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speed up this part of the video. I'm not that techie. All right, that should set enough. Yeah. And then that bottom one is done. That looks cool. I wasn't sure if the first time doing this would work or not. But I thought it might be a neat decoration or something to put on the wall. And what we'll do is just drill a little hole right at the top and loop some twine through it, and then I'll loop another one at the bottom and then here, and then we'll attach them, and then they can just, well, the one will hang from the other one. And you want to get it close to the edges you can without spilling over. I find when that happens, oh, it's kind of spilling over the side. There it's going. It's running over. Phooey. Let's see here. Yeah, it's kind of running over the side, but all right, let me get this light on it. It should be okay. Okay. All right, so this I'm gonna let sit for 5 minutes. While we're waiting, I can show you these. I found some of these. There's a gal that sells them on Amazon. I don't know her name, but some of them came without holes, and these have holes pre-drilled. So what I'll do, I have a couple of necklaces I made out of these. I put these down on tape and then fill them with resin and some flowers. And then I have another little just shape I'll hang from the bottom, and you can make earrings with those. And I've got green and brown and this lighter color, and all the shapes are a little bit different. So we'll see. I might work on that next. My next craft fair is, it's in Kansas City, in August 10th. I'm just checking this because I'm afraid. Yeah, it's kind of stuck to the bottom. I think I can sand that off probably. I don't like that it ran over up there. I may just keep this one at home. This is my trial one. Anyway, this is how they turned out. That one is a tiny bubble right there, but it looks cool. Or I could just drill a hole in this one. These would make good ornaments too. So anyway, hope you like. Good luck with whatever it is you're making.